Namaskar, I'm Suruchi Das and you're watching Ritam News. A growing sense of fear is taking root in India, where stepping into Muslim-dominated areas has become a cause for concern for many Hindus. The very idea of celebrating non-Muslim festivals or events in these areas seems like an invitation for unrest. What's more alarming is that this is no longer an isolated issue but a pattern of repeated communal violence, which is raising serious questions about safety and freedom in certain regions of the country. Take for instance, the recent incident in Mahudha, where tensions escalated due to a provocative Instagram post by a youth targeting Hindu sentiments. When three Hindu youths attempted to file a complaint, a mob attacked them in front of the police station, hurling stones and threats. Such incidents highlight not just religious discord but the blatant lawlessness in certain areas. The Kadamtala block in North Tripura witnessed another example of violence when an extremist mob attacked Hindu homes and Durga Puja organizers, all over a disagreement about a subscription for the festival. Similarly, in Bahraich, a peaceful Hindu procession turned violent when stones were thrown from rooftops at the religious idols. A brutal attack followed where mobs, encouraged by inflammatory announcements from a local mosque, left behind broken idols, injured worshippers, and deep resentment. The common thread in these incidents is the sense of impunity with which Islamist mobs operate in areas where they are in majority. Hindus entering these zones often feel unsafe, and even police forces seem unable or unwilling to intervene effectively. This is not just a question of law and order, it's about the erosion of freedom in one's own country. Hindus in these areas live under an invisible doctrine, one that forces them to tread carefully, to compromise their traditions, and to be cautious in the face of potential violence. While the so-called oppressed enjoy their freedom, this is far from the case when the roles are reversed. Such double standards highlight a glaring imbalance that needs urgent addressing. Incidents like the brutal killings of Ram Gopal Mishra in Bahraich and others remind us of the disturbing divide that still exists. The violent mob, reportedly acting on calls made from the local mosque, was swift and relentless in its attacks. Such pre-planned and organized violence reveals a deeper, more dangerous intent that goes beyond religious disagreements. In some of the worst incidents, including the Udaipur Tailor case and Kamlesh Tiwari's murder, it's clear that Islamist violence is not just an issue of communal tension, but a growing threat to national security. The rising number of such incidents, including recent violence in Uttarakhand and the heinous killing of Shraddha Walkar in the name of love jihad, point to an unsettling trend. Why, in a free democratic country enabling free speech and expression, the majority of the population should tread in fear? Why will it be so that every joyous celebration will be suppressed in name of security? Why will celebration turn into violence? Yes, despite what some pseudo-liberals might suggest, indeed, the apparent majority is unsafe in their own country. The evidence points to a troubling reality, an unchecked sense of dominance and violence that threatens to fracture the very fabric of India's society. Hindus must now recognize this threat, not only for their safety but for the nation's unity. The government and society needs to urgently address the issue of lawlessness in these zones, ensuring that every Indian, regardless of religion, feels secure in every corner of the country. Jai Hind.